A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. Chatham and YD just moments away on the Cape Cod Baseball Network. It's time for the Manager Show. Emmanuel Berbari joined by Chatham manager Tom Holliday. Tom, 6-3 win over rival Orleans last night. What about the offense has continued to impress you?
Well, you know, we're not scoring like crazy numbers, but we're scoring. And again, when you pitch and you get ahead, it makes pitching easier. And I thought last night when Miller Green hit that double, it was like, you know, we found a guy that's kind of like drawing some offensive attention other than the two that are supposed to be our guys, Grice and Parada. So that was a good sign last night. I think that then Grice comes up, hits a homer. I mean, then everything just kind of like softened. It kind of relaxed a little bit. So, again, we're going to continue to look for some offense out of the middle of the infield.
One of the guys who's hitting the ball hard consistently is Jake DeLeo. In the sixth inning, he nearly robbed a home run that eventually was a reversed home run call. You came out of the dugout and tried for an explanation. What did you see there?
It was like a shame because the kid hit a home run. I thought he caught it too, but when he didn't, and the kid turned around and left the base pass. I mean, if he didn't go so far out, I mean, he was next to the mound before anybody knew what was going on. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have let it slide. I mean, a home run's a valuable thing, but he kind of violated one of the simple rules of baseball: run the bases. And bottom line is, it's a textbook rule, and the umpires got it right. But Jake DeLeo's he's been a real pleasant surprise.
What about his swings have stuck out to you?
He's quick to the ball. He hits it hard. He doesn't try to loft it. He's not one of the launch angle, fanatics. And, when you just try to make contact and you start using a wooden bat, it's a pretty safe way to get off to a good start. And, hey, base hits count. I mean, there's nothing better for your ego than a couple of good base hits. And then he'll get to the point where he'll get a chance to hit one out of the yard. But right now, take those base hits.
You send Aaron Davenport to start today, but yesterday your pitching staff, front to back, almost spotless aside from a couple of runs in the eighth inning. The pitching staff, are you as pleased as you would have hoped entering the season?
Oh, I am, and when I started this piggyback thing, I wasn't sure about it. And when I watched the Tampa Bay team make it to the World Series, I was sitting there going, I admire that guy for pulling that off. It's a lot of work, and you got to hit it right. You got to get three different guys right now, come out and give you three different starts, three innings. Last night I thought, all the guys were good. I thought Waters came out, was electric, and maybe because he was so good his first inning, he kind of had to let down his second inning. And we have a bullpen. It's not like we don't have a bullpen waiting. And right now, with Maxwell and Martin and Scoggins, and Falco down there, I mean, that's four big-time arms. So we're pitching rich right now. I just hope we never say we're pitching poor.
You mentioned having the arms, which is the key. You've been around the game a long time. Some people want starters to go deep. Some people want to piece together a game. Where do you think that piggyback aspect has a place in today's game of baseball?
Well, in the pro world, I think it gives when you shorten down the expectation, when you go out and you pitch like you have to go 9 innings, you tend to try to save pitches. You try to relax, and I think that the piggyback idea of like, give me 4 and then we'll see, give me 5 and then we'll see. When you lower the expectation of a pitcher, I think you get more good stuff out of them right off the bat. And you know what? There's nothing worse in baseball than have a pitcher go out and give up 2 or 3 or 4 runs early in a game. Then you're always chasing the scoreboard. So from that standpoint, I think psychologically I love it because it changes the pitcher's mindset. These kids don't get to go 7, 8, or 9 anywhere they play. There is no more American Legion, Connie Mack. It's perfect game. That's normally 1 or 2 innings. So now, you go to college, some of these guys that go 7, 8, or 9, they don't show up in Cape Cod because people are worried about them having too many innings. So you got like total opposites here. And I think the piggyback thing, kids don't get hurt. They go out and they know they're going 3 or 4. It will go from 3 to 4, and we will lose some arms to the draft. But I like it because they can feel good about 70 or 80 pitches. Pro guys would probably like to see them go longer, but you know what? I want them healthy when they leave here. I don't want to get anybody hurt.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
You bet.
That's Chatham manager Tom Holliday on the Manager's Show. Now let's send it back up to the booth with Ben Shulman.